So I asked 30,000 people, what does Greenbull do in chapter 1054? Okay, that's not exactly how things went. I put up a poll and 30,000 people voted. Actually 28,000, but by the time you see this video, it'll be at 30,000, okay? We had 30,000 votes basically trying to predict what Greenbull is gonna do in chapter 1054. And we had 3 options. 1, join the party. 2, fight everyone. 3, open Wano's borders through agreement. And you know, the crazy part is that people are saying I was missing an option, and that option is he gets folded. But we're not gonna include that right now. Let's just focus on the poll. After 30,000 votes, overwhelmingly, you know what? We'll get to that. But guys, how are you? One Piece chapter 1054 is a couple weeks away still, but we can still talk about Greenbull, okay? Because easily one of the most welcome surprises in Wano, because we were expecting Marine presence from the jump, and even though, you know, there's been a mistranslation about Marineford looking cute, etc., we expected great things, and so we said the Marines had to be there for great things to pop off, and boy, did they pop. Pop green, if you want to go there. No? All right. So Greenbull came in, and based off of that last chapter before we went on break, it really sent a shockwave throughout the community. I mean, everyone was speculating about what Greenbull was going to do next, and so it's our turn, okay? So, based off this poll, everyone expects Greenbull to fight everyone. And let me break down exactly what fight everyone means. They're saying that Greenbull is going to go to this party and fight Monkey D. Luffy, which is a newly proclaimed Yonko, Law, and Kid, who collectively defeated a Yonko. Defeated. It's semantics in regards to exactly what happened, but he defeated a Yonko. Then we still have Yamato, Marco, Zoro and Sanji, Jinbei, Frankie, Robin, and even the remaining Scabbards. We have durable as hell Kinemon, Denjiro, rest in peace Ashura Doji, and Izo. My point is, we have an overwhelming force that Greenbull literally cannot come in and fight everyone. Unless Oda is saying Greenbull is equal to multiple Yonko, which as much as I love the Admirals, I'm even saying, Oda, you're crazy. But let's break it down even further. Luffy, we can say he can tussle with anybody that's a top tier. He's now, as my guy Joy Boy Theory said, part of the club. Luffy on his own is difficult for Greenbull. Luffy on his own should be difficult for anyone. Then we have Zoro and Sanji. They just defeated commanders, and the next time they fight, they will probably have better control over their powers. So that's tough for anybody. That duo would be tough for anyone. As we move on to Kid and Law, they actually beat a Yonko. And that's not even including Yamato and Marco and all those different guys. Are you telling me that Greenbull is equal to probably 4 Yonko? So before I get into exactly what I think is gonna happen, let's look at some of the best comments about what people think are gonna happen. So we have Kolbo, who says, join the party and fight everyone is probably the correct answer. That's an interesting thing because you're saying he fights everyone initially, then he joins the party. I definitely could see that happening. Fewer to not Nikas, right? He says, I cannot imagine him fighting everyone. That is simply suicide, no matter how strong he is. I think he will get intercepted by someone before he reaches the capital. I bet it's going to be Yamato, sorry. Yeah, I mean, that's certainly possible. Would be underwhelming, but definitely possible. James Ramirez says, I don't see him being able to beat or even damage Luffy, unless he can use Conqueror's Haki coding on his attacks at minimum, much less having everyone there in support of Luffy. To be honest, at this point in the story, Luffy and Law can probably 2v1 almost anyone without broken their powers are. So I pretty much agree with the last part. I think Luffy and Law will be difficult for anyone to handle. The first part is crazy because James started at Mount Mental, then he came down to Logic Land. Not even damage Luffy? That's insane in its own right, considering, again, this is an admiral and we don't know if he's a Black Blade user or not, but he has a sword, and Kaido even said Luffy's still weak or still susceptible to sword attacks, regardless of Conqueror's Haki coding, whatever the hell. Crazy, but I agree with you. At this point, Luffy and Law can probably 2v1 anyone. Okay, so those are some great responses. Let's talk about the other options quickly, because the popular consensus is fight everyone, and number 2 is join the party. The reason why join the party is an option is because Greenbull said he's not going to eat anything or drink anything unless it's fed to him by a woman. And, you know, the Straw Hats currently have 2 of the baddest, women in the story. Nami and Robin, and someone that I can see doing that is actually Nami. And outside of Nami and Robin, hey, if you go through the One Piece anime, I've seen some really kind-hearted women in Wano. The Beast Pirates have been living. I don't think they're all Beast Pirates or bad right now. So if we can get some of those there, I think Greenbull would definitely join the party. But going on, I could definitely see Greenbull breaking his fast and eating because they're beautiful, astounding women in Wano, specifically Nami and Robin. What makes this difficult is that for Greenbull, I'm sure he understands how important Nico Robin is to the world government, right? And also he wants some acknowledgement from Akainu. So at that point, what does he pick? Breaking his fast because there are beautiful women there? Or does he try to actually get Luffy because he wants that, you know, hey, good job, champ, from Akainu, which is impossible. You cannot capture Luffy right now. He's surrounded by too much and he himself is way too powerful. Oda can make this happen, but it would just be complete cheese. There are people that want Luffy to get captured because it would make for an interesting scenario, and a scenario I will talk about this week for sure. I'm not even gonna mention the title. You guys will see it when it gets here, but I just don't see that happening. No one, Shanks, Greenbull, Akainu, no one. I think, all right, Akainu, maybe we can think. Anyway, even if Primebeard walked through that door, he's still not taking Luffy, all right? It's too much power there. It would be too much to overcome. That's personally how I feel, okay? The thing with Greenbull, if he does fight everyone, is that he'll be fighting everyone, right? And he'll still manage to sub to B.D.A law, all right, okay? All right, bring me my money. Now, seriously, if you haven't looked down, make sure you are subscribed. Sometimes you watch a video like, I don't even realize, oh, I'm not subscribed to B.D.A law. Do that, drop a like, and, you know, let's move on. But seriously, so the final option, not the popular opinion, is he opens Wano's borders through agreement. And this is one I threw in because what if Momonosuke, to somewhat save his country, but because there's a specific reason why he didn't open Wano's borders, seemingly the people, giving them time to recover. What if it's a negotiation and Greenbull, instead of bringing Luffy back, he brings back a signed document or doctrination or alliance saying that Wano has agreed to go under the world government, and therefore for Akainu, based on how he's been moving so far as a fleet admiral, it seems like he values actually growing the Marines. It's not just about physical strength, or else he would have walked in there with Kizaru to Wano. He's like, no, we have to play this a bit better. And personally, I think Akainu has been better than expected as a fleet admiral because I thought he'd be an insensitive hothead, and he hasn't been that as the fleet admiral, so it's been great, to be fair. But this could be a supplement for Greenbull because you're not taking Luffy in. Let me give them something. But here's the thing, guys. It doesn't have to be one or the other. In my opinion, it could probably be all three. All right, this is what I'm saying. Greenbull pulls up and of course initially tries to fight everyone because his goal is to go after them and capture Luffy. I think Oda makes Greenbull look pretty good because he's trying to establish this power. The admirals, every time they show up again, those chapters 10 out of 10 and these powerhouses towards the end of the story. I think there's also exposition about what happened to Sabo and what's actually going on in the world. What better person to explain this all to us than an admiral? And again, paralleling Enies Lobby or post Enies Lobby, where Garp came and we talked about Yonko and Kobe and Helmeppo. It would be great if Greenbull told us what's been going on. What's the reason for the Marines to be angry? So major things have been happening, so I expect exposition. He fights everyone, but eventually he sees Nami and Robin. It cuts everything short because in the Oda, he likes his little tussles. And then he joins the party. And then while he's joining the party, he's like, you know, these people are actually pretty cool, but I can't go back empty-handed. I'm in trouble already. I need something. At that point, him and Momonosuke have a discussion, and then Wano is now a part of the world government. He takes it back to Akainu saying, hey, look at what I accomplished. This is what I went there for. And in that way, I think you save all the reputations involved. Oda's included. Nah, I'm playing. But I think this would be a very logical way to wrap up that entire Greenbull thing. Again, there's some people out there that think Greenbull could still be Zoro's dad, so they expect a conversation with Zoro. They expect some exposition on Zoro's lineage. I'm not expecting any of that. I'm expecting for Oda to show just how strong Greenbull is, which in actuality is showing how strong the admirals are, reminding us of how strong the people that Luffy has to go up against at the end of the story will be, while also informing us what's going on with Sabo, Vivi, Alabasta, Blackbeard, maybe even Shanks, and then add some urgency to the final saga. Because I think Luffy can't just sit around anymore. And because Oda's trying to almost beeline to the end of the story, what better way to drum up interest or just accelerate the plot than, hey, Luffy, your brother, he's captured. At that point, things change completely. But guys, which one do you think is most likely? I'm definitely vibing with Greenbull, the character. I think he's pretty cool. I'm interested in his devil fruit powers. Like, what type of devil fruit does he have? Is it a Zoan, Logia, Paramecia, both, all tree? Get it? Oh. Yeah, it's just really cool how creative Oda can be with the devil fruits, because even for someone like Hawkins, I always reference that because it's the straw fruit, but then it has all the different straw men and voodoo, it's just so amazing. So watch Greenbulls be like sea moss or something. I don't know. But guys, give me your thoughts. How do you feel about it? The more you comment, the more it's going to be included in the video. So drop your comments below, leave your thoughts. Make sure to like the video if you did, right? Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Follow me on Twitter at BragoDAce. Follow me on Instagram at BragoD.Ace. Thanks to my patrons. I appreciate you guys all so much. Again, guys, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Okay, I start doubting me, I felt lost. I rewrite